In the distant future, during the 24th century, a group of people who survived a devastating nuclear war find themselves confined within a protective dome. However, their lives are strictly limited, and they are only allowed to live until they reach the age of 30. Those who dare to defy this fate, known as runners, face a grim destiny in the form of an extermination ceremony called Carousel. To ensure compliance, a group of enforcers called Sandmen relentlessly hunt down and eliminate these runners. Our protagonist, Logan, is one such Sandman, but he has started to question the fairness and purpose of this system. His doubts lead him to embark on a daring journey alongside a courageous woman named Jessica. Together, they venture beyond the confines of their city in search of a fabled place called Sanctuary, a haven shrouded in mystery. Along their perilous path, they encounter an intriguing android named Rem, who decides to join them in their quest for answers. However, their pursuit of truth and freedom does not go unnoticed. A relentless Sandman named Francis Seven is hot on their trail, determined to bring them back to face the consequences of their actions. Will Logan, Jessica, and Rem be able to evade their pursuer and uncover the secrets of Sanctuary? While Logan's Run was initially a 1976 film, it had roots in both a novel and several development stages before becoming the TV series in 1977. The core concept stemmed from the 1967 science fiction novel of the same name by William F. Nolan and George Clayton Johnson. The story depicts a dystopian future society trapped in enclosed domes, where hedonism reigns, but everyone must die at 30 through a ritual called Carousel. This core premise, youthful society, impending death at 30, and rebellion, would form the backbone of both the film and TV series. Film development and adaptation. In 1972, producer Saul David acquired the film rights to the novel, envisioning a large-scale sci-fi spectacle. Several screenwriters and directors were attached to the project over the years, with changes made to the original story. Notably, the age limit for Carousel was raised from 21 to 30, and the Carousel concept was developed into a thrilling, televised event for elimination. Eventually, director Michael Anderson and screenwriter David Zelig Goodman finalized the script, and the film premiered in 1976 with moderate success. Birth of the TV series. Building on the film's momentum, CBS commissioned a TV series spin-off in 1977. However, instead of simply retelling the film's story, the series creators, Ivan Goff and Ben Roberts, opted for a new approach. The TV series picked up after Logan and Jessica's escape from the City of Domes, with them exploring different locations on Earth in search of a rumored sanctuary. New characters like Rem, the helpful android, and a more episodic format differentiated the series from the film. Unlike a film confined to a specific location, the TV series had the freedom to explore a wider world. The creators envisioned Logan and Jessica traversing various landscapes, from futuristic cities to forgotten ruins, in search of sanctuary. The series aimed for a slightly lighter tone than the film, incorporating humor and adventure alongside the dystopian themes. This was partly to appeal to a broader audience and partly due to the episodic nature of television. The production team meticulously crafted the visual identity of the show. They drew inspiration from the film's sleek aesthetic while adding their own touches, creating concept art for costumes, sets, and vehicles. The role of Logan 5, the reluctant Sandman turned runaway, called for a charismatic and athletic actor. After an extensive search, Gregory Harrison landed the part. With his youthful charm and action hero physique, he embodied the character perfectly. Heather Menzies was chosen to play Jessica 6, Logan's partner in crime and love interest. Menzies brought vulnerability and strength to the role, portraying Jessica's transformation from a carefree citizen to a determined survivor. The robot sidekick, Donald Moffat, brought gravitas and humor to the role of Rem, the android companion who aids Logan and Jessica. Moffat's seasoned acting skills and distinctive voice made Rem a memorable character. Location. The series was filmed primarily in California, with sets constructed at MGM Studios and various outdoor locations used to depict the diverse landscapes of the future Earth. Costumes and contraptions. The costume designers created futuristic yet practical outfits for the characters, reflecting their roles and the show's aesthetic. Special effects teams also built the iconic vehicles and gadgets, like the runabout and the carousel. The pre-production of Logan's Run was a collaborative effort filled with creative vision and meticulous planning. The chosen actors brought their talent and charisma to life, setting the stage for a unique and memorable sci-fi adventure. The critical reception of Logan's Run. The TV series was a mixed bag, with some reviewers praising its action, visual beauty, and suspense, while others found it lacking intellectual substance and silly. The series faced inconsistency, with some episodes being praised for their creativity and thrilling adventures, while others were criticized for feeling rushed and formulaic. Critics also questioned its faithfulness to the source material and film. Opinions on the acting varied, with some finding the chemistry between the actors electrifying, while others felt it was forced. The special effects, though impressive for the time, were sometimes criticized as cheesy or dated. Said one critic, "They basically inverted the theme and moral stance of the original novel by establishing that a secret cabal of old men actually ran that oppressive society." Another critic said, "I remember thinking badly of it when I was a kid and had seen it in reruns. I had loved the movie, but the show seemed crappy and low budget by comparison." And there was more critics' displeasure with the show's lack of action. "Miniskirts are great," said one critic, referencing how actress Heather Menzies' skirt was becoming shorter with each episode, "but they alone do not make a great show." "Well, they kind of do, but you get my point," the critic continued. Kids wanted lasers, aliens, lots of action, and spaceships. What they got was very little action, 0 aliens, and 0 spaceships, unless you count their lame hovercraft. Not exactly a recipe for success in the shadow of a newly released Star Wars. Despite its low ratings, the show developed a dedicated fan base who appreciated its unique blend of action, romance, and social commentary. Fans were drawn to its vibrant visuals, the chemistry between the main characters, and its exploration of themes like youth. The show embraced the funky aesthetic of the decade, with psychedelic set design, groovy costumes, and a score that wouldn't be out of place in a disco club. This visually appealing style helped to create a unique and memorable atmosphere. The not-so-good. Budget woes. Compared to the big-budget film, the TV series had to operate with a much tighter budget. This resulted in some limitations in terms of special effects and production values, which could be jarring at times. Inconsistent writing. While some episodes were well-crafted and engaging, others fell into the trap of formulaic plots and predictable storylines. This lack of consistent quality could be frustrating for viewers. Competition and scheduling issues. The show aired on CBS during a highly competitive time slot, facing off against established hits like The $6 Million Man and MASH. Additionally, production delays due to cast injuries further hampered its chances of finding a stable audience. The final curtain. Ultimately, the combination of these factors led to the show's cancellation after just 14 episodes. Despite a promising start and some dedicated fans, Logan's run couldn't overcome the challenges it faced and faded from the airwaves in 1978. A flicker of hope for more? There were whispers of a potential second season, with some scripts even written and storyboards created. However, due to the low ratings and cancellation, these plans never materialized. The 3 unaired episodes were eventually released on DVD decades later, offering a glimpse of what could have been. While Logan's run might not have achieved its full potential on TV, it remains a fascinating footnote in sci-fi history. Its groovy visuals, unique take on a classic story, and memorable characters still hold a certain charm, reminding us that even in the face of cancellation, the quest for adventure and freedom never gets old. While short-lived, Logan's Run TV series holds a nostalgic charm for sci-fi fans and enjoys a cult following. The TV series didn't receive as much commercialization as the movie, resulting in fewer toys and merchandise. However, there are still a few items that were created for the show. These include promotional items like press kits, posters, and photographs featuring the cast and crew. Nowadays, these are mainly collector's items that can sometimes be found at auctions or online marketplaces. Additionally, Mego, a well-known toy company in the 70s, produced prototype action figures of Logan and Jessica from the TV series, although they were not officially released for retail. These action figures are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. In the UK, a set of 48 trading cards featuring stills from the TV series was released. These trading cards are more accessible pieces of memorabilia compared to the action figure prototypes, but they can still be challenging to find. There were also some clothing items and accessories, such as t-shirts and hats, produced with the TV series logo for promotional purposes or fan events. These items are also quite rare and difficult to come across. It's important to note that most of these items are not readily available and can be quite expensive for collectors. However, they serve as a reminder of the short-lived but impactful journey of Logan's run on television. With the growing interest in retro sci-fi and vintage collectibles, there is a possibility that we might see reissues or new merchandise related to the TV series in the future. Who knows? Maybe those groovy bell-bottoms and flashing crystal necklaces will make a comeback alongside Logan and Jessica's adventures. The show's exploration of themes like mortality, youth culture, and societal control still resonate today. The series also serves as a testament to the enduring appeal of the original novel's core ideas, which continue to inspire creators across different mediums. So, while the movie set the stage, the Logan's Run TV series took things to a whole new level by building upon the novel's foundation and adding its own creative twists for the small screen.